All right, KD. Obviously, an off week for y'all. Just talk about the point of emphasis for the defense going into SMU.
Just coming in and just learning their plays and their formations and knowing that they're a tempo offense, just working out the game plan and just a game plan for their plays.
Katie,
Katie,
how
for
big of
those
a
of you who
game is
don't,
it for you guys, just in general? I mean, SMU seems like such a big rivalry. Is this something you guys look forward to every year playing against SMU?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because Coach Latrell, no matter what Texas team we play, we want to be undefeated, beating the Texas team. So yeah, it's a pretty big game.
You guys look at this
What
as kind of a rivalry game? Is this something you consider SMU one of your big games of the year?
Yes, sir, for sure.
Why is that? Why SMU in particular?
I say SMU. Well, whenever I first came, I was already told that it was a big rival game, and they're like 30, 35 minutes away. So, of course, it was going to be a rivalry.
did you see from Larry Nixon in his first game and just how he's been throughout camp?
Well, Larry came in. He executed. He was running to the ball. He made some plays. He started cramping a little bit, but he came back and continued to do what he was supposed to do, and he continued to make plays.
Katie, for those who don't know Dion Noble, can you describe what it's been like playing alongside him for the past couple of years?
Man, I don't even know what to say. Dion is a beast. Like, I honestly don't think nobody can block him. Once he get in that mode and he go, it's attack, attack, and he gonna play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. And no matter who in front of him, he gonna be in the quarterback face almost every play. He gonna go 100% every play.
KD, we've had some good linebackers in the past years, like EJ Ejia and Brandon Garner. What did you learn from them last year that you've improved upon this year?
I'll just say keying the offensive line and just my footwork and taking on blocks and just small things like that. Really like the technique things.
Whitlock ended up starting last week. He was a guy that seemed like he waited his turn and really took advantage of it. What have you seen from Quinn this year now that he's moved into the starting lineup?
Starting in fall camp, well, whenever we came back to workouts, Quinn had missed a few workouts, but whenever he was able to come, he came in, he worked hard. He was up here doing extra things, and then when fall camp came around, the coaches was real big on Quinn. They stayed on him and they kept pushing him to go harder in practice, and he continued to go harder. And I'm sure he had a pretty good game.
What's he like? Is he just now that you've been a teammate with him for a couple of years? Is he somebody you've enjoyed spending time with?
Oh yeah, for sure. On and off the field. On the field, he's a leader. Outside of football, he stayed himself and he just stay out the way and get things done.
How are y'all preparing for Bouchel at quarterback? Y'all played him last year. Just how much can you take from that last year's game, and how are y'all preparing for him?
Well, we're in a different defense now, so it's gonna be a different look for him. So we just gonna play our defense and we just gonna do what we do. It ain't no thing that we're doing special like to try to stop him or anything like that. We're just gonna play our defense.
KD, 2 years ago, y'all had more than 29,000 fans in the stadium. Are you worried that not having that amount of fans can kind of take away from the swag and adrenaline that can be brought to a defense?
I don't think, not really. I mean, we appreciate all the fans that's gonna be able to come out this weekend. Like we appreciate them a lot, but we got to go out there and we can't be worried about the fans. We got to be worried about our job and what we're gonna do on the field to stop SMU.
KD, how does it feel being a leader on the defense this year? What do you think is the most important thing about being a leader? What have you learned so far?
I've learned that no matter what I do, somebody's going to be watching me on and off the field. So, whenever I wasn't a leader and I was doing things, I have to tell myself that I can't do them anymore because no matter what I do, somebody's watching me. And whenever I feel like doing something, I have to think twice about it. Like, no, you're a leader. You got to do this, and you can't be doing that anymore. Like, you playing a different role on the team now.
Katie, what are some of the difficulties as a student athlete? Just it's a lot of that stuff is kind of out of your control. That you might have someone on the staff who might be a coach, a trainer, someone tests positive, how difficult is that on you guys just in terms of preparing for a game where, it could just be taken away like that, where the game is canceled last minute?
Well, coming up to the facility every day, we're taking the right procedures. Everybody coming in, getting a temperature check, getting a wristband, wearing your mask. But we get tested 3 times a week, so you just never know. And then, like with the games and things such like that, if somebody was to get it or a coach was to get it, there are other coaches that can step up and back up the coach, and there's other players that's preparing the right way to back up the player that's going to be out.
Hey, Katie, can you state your name, your position, and how you managed to overcome the COVID-19 barriers to dominate Week 1?
Can you repeat yourself, please?
Could you state your name, your position, and how you overcame the COVID-19 barriers in order to dominate Week 1?
KD Davis, linebacker. I overcame it by just trying to stay positive and stay out the way, staying healthy as much as I can, and just working hard every day, just taking advantage of opportunities that's not given.
Katie, how would you describe your play style on defense?
Well, back home, everybody called me the shark. So whenever I make a play, whenever I do this, that's the shark. So I just feel like I'm all over the field. Like even if I was to make a mistake, I'm gonna make it 100%. And even if the ball on the other side of the field, I'm gonna still be there. So I just say like I'm a tackling machine, and I'm just on. I don't know. I just love football. I don't know.
So how'd you get your nickname?
KD or
Shark.
Okay, so like I said, when I'm on the field, no matter where the ball is at, I'm running every play to get to the ball. And then in the ocean, the shark is everywhere. The shark wants to eat everything, and it's me on the field. I wanna make all the tackles, and I wanna do, yeah, that's all.
Do you think that personality translates to your teammates on defense?
Oh yeah, after the first game, whenever I had got that sack, on the quarterback, whenever I got up and I did my little celebration, I did the shark. So out this whole week and Sunday, everybody been calling me shark in practice and things like that. And it was just exciting because today I made a play and everybody started doing it. So it brought a lot of energy to the defense.
And DeAndre, it seems like a big game for you guys against SMU this week. How do you guys view this game? Is this a big rivalry for you as a program?
Yeah, I think as a program, this is a big rival game, but I'm not from Texas, so I wasn't really big on the rival, but it's the most important game to me because it's the next game. Like, it doesn't matter who it is.
And how do you mentally prepare yourself for a big game like this?
I think just getting my footsteps right and just going fast at practice, just making sure that everything is game-like and watching as much film as I can before we get to play SMU.
Denver, you guys really showed out as far as running the ball like this last week. And you guys came back. You've got a bunch of proven backs. Plus, you got Attaway, who's kind of coming in this year showing some real potential here. You guys feel like maybe this is your time to shine after, maybe Mason was kind of headliner for this program?
Absolutely. I think that the running backs will be a great key to this offense, but the offense works together. Like, we have such dangerous receivers that they can't really stack the box on us, and if they try to stack the box, then our receivers will eat all day. So it's basically like we're feeding off each other, and it's just going good right now.
How well do you and the other skilled guys, do you feel like y'all give Austin and Jason a lot of confidence on the offensive side of the ball?
Yes, I think we do, because at practice and in the games and stuff, we try to make sure we tell them, like, good throw, good pass, like, good read, because a lot of times people overlook, like, when a quarterback is actually, like, making great throws because they're expected to. So we try to make sure we emphasize telling them that they're doing a good job and just keeping their head up.
Is it really competitive between you guys out there? Do you push each other just being so deep at that position?
Yes, sir. Everybody wants to be the best. I mean, everybody wants to be the guy, but we're fortunate enough to have a room that everybody understands that their role on the team is just as important as anybody else's.
No, and your coach, he was in a position where he was in a deep backfield as well. When he was a player, he shared a backfield 1 year with Jamario Thomas after Jamario won the national rushing title. What has he told you about the process of, splitting carries and balancing things out between when you have that many good backs?
He's just telling us basically just to make the most of your opportunities. I mean, you don't have to touch the ball 20 times to score a touchdown or to have a big run. Just when you touch the ball, try to go for it all and just make sure you're being productive with your touches, and that's how you'll be able to get the ball more.
What are your thoughts on KD Davis as a teammate?
That's my brother, man. I mean, he brings a lot of energy at practice and in games. I mean, he's just a good leader for this team, and I'm glad he's on my team.
You guys have a lot of different backs back there. Is it a situation where maybe you have some power guys, some speed guys, some guys that are a little more shifty? Do you complement each other?
Yes, I think we do. And I think that's how our roles are able to work together so well, because certain guys do certain things better than others, and like we understand that. And football is very situational, so there's some downs where you need your power back in, and you need your shifty back, and you need your finesse back, and we're all just working off each other. And I think that our relationship is getting stronger as the season goes.
Talk about the breakout performance from Oscar. What did you see from him, and did you feel like that was kind of expected?
Yeah, I expected it from him. I expect great things from Oscar, actually. Last year, he was just really raw as a freshman, and he's now getting to understand like what he is, like a 215-pound running back, and he's getting behind his pads and reading the defense well, and it's just, I expect that from him.
Is it important for you guys to show up this year as running backs, considering you guys have two new quarterbacks back there, neither of whom have played a heck of a lot?
Yeah, I think us being able to run the ball well would definitely give the quarterbacks confidence, and just knowing that if they do try to stack the box, I'm pretty sure it'll be easier to make throws. And it just, when offense is working together as a unit, it just makes everybody's job simpler. So I think that us in the running back room and also our receivers are helping our quarterbacks tremendously.